Mr. Gerlin and Mr. Eben, guess I can respond to both of you together. I look forward, I would like to have you email. I'm not happy to hear that you've gotten no response, because that to me is unacceptable. I sat on the zoning board for 7 years, as Mr. Eben knows, and I agree with a lot that Mr. Eben said tonight. I don't think anyone's, today, $25,000 on an interior renovation is not a lot of money. And I don't see why, you'd have to go before tech review. I agree with everything you said tonight, and sometimes government needs to stay out of what people are doing. So I agree with Councilman Cirillo that the volume of this is so big. I do not think that this is something that should be pushed through next week, in 2 weeks, I'm sorry. Because like Councilman Cirillo said, there has been a tremendous amount of work put into this, and I'm not saying that a good job has not been done. I won't say from who, but there is someone else that is involved in town that had told me the same thing, that there were a lot of changes that were not made, some that were made that did not make any sense. So I do think that this is something that really needs to tread slowly so that at the end it can be done the correct way. So I do agree with both of you there. And I look forward to you. Please email us so we can see. Mr. Simpson, I believe all of your questions were answered. I basically had the same question that Councilman Krakowiak asked. I was going to ask Jack who sets the guidelines, but that's been answered. I also, as far as the downgrades on the project with Prism, I understand they do have to go back to the planning board, which then they would come back to us, correct? After that, or no? Do they come back to?
That was one of my concerns.
Well, I'm a little concerned about that because, like Councilman, again, I keep saying Councilman Cirillo, but we did approve this with a vision that was presented to us. So
I can only imagine that if the planning board changes the unit mix or the size of the unit or anything that might affect financial arrangements, the financial arrangements would have to be approved by us. But we obviously, as we discussed, we don't have site plan approval for the project.
right, they do. Right. Gwen, I feel really sorry for you, but I hope for your sake that you're under warranty, that you can at least have someone take care of the problem. And Ms. Lenchek, as far as the idling, right on Pleasant Valley Way by my restaurant, I see, and I'm just using that as an example, but I think this is a problem maybe in areas throughout the town, like you're seeing on Dunkin' Donuts, when there's not a large area for these delivery trucks to pull in, a large parking lot. I've even seen on Pleasant Valley Way, they will stop their truck right on a major road, they leave it idling, they go in and deliver what they have to. So I think that we need to look at, what businesses in town do not have the proper parking, like a Pal's Cabin where they can pull in, and where this could create a considerable problem. So I think that was a good point that was made. And that's it. I think I'm finished.